Welcome to Syeadh Academy. What are the components of computer? The computer is the combination of hardware and software. Hardware is the physical component of a computer like motherboard, memory devices, monitor, keyboard. Software is the set of programs or instructions. Both hardware and software together make the computer system to function. Let us first have a look at the functional components of a computer. Every task given to a computer follows an input, process, output cycle, IPO cycle. It needs certain input, processes that input and produces the desired output. The input unit takes the input, the central processing unit does the processing of data, and the output unit produces the output. The memory unit holds the data and instructions during the processing. The first components of computer is central processing unit. CPU is the major component which interprets and executes software instructions. It also controls the operation of all other components such as memory, input and output units. It accepts binary data as input, process the data according to the instructions, and provide the result as output. The CPU has three components which are control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, ALU, and memory unit. The second components of computer is arithmetic and logic unit. The arithmetic and logic unit is a part of the CPU where various computing functions are performed on data. The arithmetic and logic unit performs arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and logical operations. The result of an operation is stored in internal memory of CPU. The logical operations of ALU promote the decision-making ability of a computer. The third components of computer is control unit. The control unit controls the flow of data between the CPU, memory and I/O devices. It also controls the entire operation of a computer. The control unit generates the appropriate timing and control signals to all the operations involved with a computer. The main function of a control unit is to fetch the data from the main memory, determine the devices and the operations involved with it, and produce control signals to execute the operations. The fourth components of computer is memory unit. The memory unit is of two types, which are primary memory and secondary memory. The primary memory is used to temporarily store the programs and data when the instructions are ready to execute. The secondary memory is used to store the data permanently. The primary memory is volatile, that is, the content is lost when the power supply is switched off. The random access memory, RAM, is an example of a main memory. The secondary memory is non-volatile, that is, the content is available even after the power supply is switched off. Hard disk, CD-ROM and DVD-ROM are examples of secondary memory. The fifth components of computer is input unit. Input unit is used to feed any form of data to the computer, which can be stored in the memory unit for further processing. Example, keyboard, mouse. The data entered can be in the form of numbers, alphabet, images, etc. We enter the information using an input device, the processing units convert it into computer-understandable languages, and then the final output is received by a human-understandable language. The sixth components of computer is output unit. An output unit is any hardware component that conveys information to users in an understandable form. Example: 1. Monitor. 2. Printer. 3. Speakers. 4. Headphone. 5. Projector.